So guys, as you can tell, I'm down at the waterfront today. Beautiful day out here. Got some fish jumping around, the occasional dolphin. Beautiful Monday. I'll turn the camera around in a second. Just want y'all to get a load of the view. It's pretty good. This is not the ocean, by the way. This is the Indian River. Anyway, yeah, so just gonna walk around over here, find some shade. All right, October has been a crazy month, guys. Crazy. Thought I could find some shade, place to sit down. Here we go, over here. Some of y'all requested that I start doing more videos where I'm out and about versus just in front of the flag at home. I mean, that's a great backdrop, but you know, variety. Anyhow, okay. Sweet. Where am I? I'm by the that was the Indian River back there, which is just, it separates the barrier island from the mainland. It looks like it could be the ocean, but it's not. Anyway, all right, so October, guys, has been a challenging month, right? It started out with the TPUSA debacle, and then had to travel to Minnesota twice, had a family death, just getting over a cold also. That's not really, that's whatever. But the big news for October for me was finding out on Friday of this past week that Nino, my dog, has osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. So yeah, I found that out last Friday. That hit me like a ton of bricks. You guys have seen my dog before in a couple streams that I've done. I haven't shown him too many times, but you guys have seen him before. You've seen pictures of him. I post him on Instagram or whatever. But for any of you that own a dog or have owned a dog, you guys already know that they're not just pets. They're members of your family, right? Especially dogs that are as smart as Nino is. Super intelligent dog, high IQ, basically human. But yeah, so I found out on Friday that my dog has bone cancer. He has a tumor in his back right leg, and he's been limping for most of the month. He started limping probably about late September, early October. So I thought like, oh, maybe it's because we're in a new house. He's going up and down the stairs. Maybe he has joint problems or something. He's getting a little bit older. So I took him to the vet, and they said, yeah, we don't see anything wrong. Here's some anti-inflammatory meds. He should be fine in 3 to 4 days. I said, okay, cool. Well, he was fine 3 to 4 days later, but the limp came back and it got worse, and I started noticing abnormalities in his hip and joint area just with examining him. So I took him back. They did x-rays, and yeah, diagnosed him with bone cancer. So as you can imagine, that really took a toll on me. But you know what? Through all of this, I remained positive and optimistic and hopeful. They gave me some options. They said, you can amputate the leg, but that will not stop the spread of it, especially if it's already in his lungs. Basically, start planning for the end. You can do chemo, radiation, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I I'm overwhelmed by how much support is out there. Like, guys, there are Facebook groups dedicated to dog cancer and all this other stuff. But to summarize that, yeah, so it's a devastating thing, but I'm overwhelmed by how much support is out there and how much information is out there. So if any of you guys have any additional information that I don't share right now, please feel free to email it to me or leave it in the comments or whatever. Inbox me on Facebook. But I'm gonna go the alternative route because number one, it's nature's remedy. It really is. Not to sound like super hippie or whatever, but nature always has the cures and the remedies to what ails us. A lot of the problems that we have as humans and the problems that animals have caused by humans, they're man-made. If you think about something like cancer in dogs, that's man-made, right? We have to do better. You know, I went to the pet store yesterday. That's my first time going there in a while, just to see how can change his diet or whatever. And the store manager told me like they don't sell Alpo anymore. They don't sell Pedigree, any of those bottom shelf grain based dog foods anymore because they're basically like junk food. It's McDonald's for dogs. But if you have a dog as big as mine, you've been thinking like, man, I gotta save money. I got a budget, so let me get some cheap food. Well, now I'm going the route of trying to reverse the damage done because ultimately I'm responsible for what happened. Really, I do think that. I think that because if the dog was living in the wild, he would be eating his natural uh, diet, getting his natural exercise. But when you feed a dog a GMO based diet, eventually something like this will happen. And I don't think, I'm not just saying, oh, it's I'm the reason for it. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying like humans also ultimately are responsible for these kinds of things when they happen. So I'm just trying to reverse the damage done, and I think it can happen with changing his diet and with CBD. There's a lot of research out there, a lot of testimonials actually, that people have healed their animals with nature's medicine. I mean, people themselves have been healed for it. You guys know this, right? Like, it's not being talked about from a mainstream perspective because if the word got out and became mainstream, that would bankrupt the pharmaceutical industry. We all know this, but that's pretty much what I've been dealing with in the month of October. So I will overcome this. Ultimately, you guys know this. I am a positive person. I see the light in everything, and it's ultimately going to work out. But just keep Nino in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. He is as happy as a dog with cancer can be. He's still running around. He's still his regular self, minus the pain he's feeling and the limp on his back leg. But the application of like some full extract CBD, I think will do him some good. And I think a change in diet will do him some good. Right? You think about most of us that are pet owners, we'll give our dogs table scraps and we want them to enjoy the foods that we eat, but the foods that we eat are garbage. It's junk. So reversing that, I think, will go a long way to helping him. The comments are flying in. Let me see what you guys are saying. It is junk food. Yeah, it is. Yeah, if you guys know any reputable CBD um, retailers out here in Florida or anywhere, I guess, let me know. But he's gonna make it. I feel really good about where everything is. I just wanted to update you guys because so many of my videos are just strictly political, and then if I go silent or if I'm MIA for a couple days or whatever, you know why. So I had to let you guys know that. I just think when you talk about like veterinarians, they're pretty much the same thing as doctors. They're gonna just go with what medical research has been done and what's traditionally been prescribed, right? So when I heard that news from the vet, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see what else is out there, right? You can legitimately shrink tumors if you take in nature's medicine, whole foods, plant-based, natural supplements. For him, it's obviously going to be meat and protein and getting rid of all the grains and sugars and carbs and all the garbage that is put in his food. And our food too, if you think about it, like cancer is on the rise. I've never seen so many cases of cancer in a short period of time as I have in the last like couple years. And the fact that a pet store would stop selling all of those brands, those cheap Pedigree and all those brands, tells you that it's garbage food. Sugar does feed cancer. It does. It's pretty crazy. But nonetheless, that's what's going on, guys. Just wanted to let you know this will be a short stream. I got some things to do. I'm actually going to be going to get some CBD today, some more. So I'll be on the road because I might have to go into Orlando to get it. That's where there's more options from where I am. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice or not. I'm still getting over a cold. So I'll catch you guys in the next stream and or video. It'll be sooner than later. Keep me in your prayers. God bless you guys. I'll catch you in the next video.